the video. So you can listen back later because you will be taking your exam in another 1 year, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the next years. So okay, so we study a characteristic and classification of the living organism. So what is meant by the characteristic? So in the organism, we are dividing into the living things and also the non-living things. So what makes us actually become the living things but not a non-living thing is because that we contain those 7 characteristics, which is the first one, movements. Second one, respirations. Third one, sensitivities. Fourth, growth. Fifth is reproductions, and the sixth is the excretion. The last one is about the nutrition. So those are the 7 characteristics which make us become a living organism.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me explain to you. For the movement, it's very simple. It's just about our actions, about the organisms, like the animals. You're able to travel from this place to another place, right? Means that changing of the positions or the place. It's just very simple. Then now, when you look about the respiration, okay? So Monty, you may read about this statement. The chemical reactions, they break down the nutrients molecule in the living cell to release the energy for metabolism. So what does this mean? So it is meaning of the, we call as respiration. Respiration is a kind of process which every living organisms, they use this respiration process to get the energy. Release energy means that they will get the energy. So you can imagine in this way. Okay, so in biology, you must know how to imagine the whole process. So respiration, for your information, there are 2 types of respiration. The first one, it will be the aerobic respiration. Do you heard about this? Aerobic respiration and the anaerobic respiration.
I don't think I heard of it.
Yes, definitely. In human, we are actually doing the aerobic respiration because this respiration that happen in the presence of the oxygens.
Okay.
Yeah, aerobic is with the oxygens. It's happen in us. In our all body cell, we have to do this aerobic respiration to get the energy. So this is with the oxygens. So anaerobic means is without the oxygens, without.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you can write down without the oxygens. Without the oxygens. Okay, so let me describe to you how does this process happen because you need to understand first. So you can see this equation, right? This is the equation for the aerobic respiration. And please remember these equations in your whole life forever. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the equation. So what does this equation means? C6H12O6. You guess what does this means?
So
C6H12O6. What kind of structure it is?
Is it like carbon, then hydrogen, then oxygen?
Yes.
So it's like,
Yes, definitely. You got the carbons, hydrogen, and oxygens. Actually, this meaning of the glucose.
okay.
Glucose. This is the glucose. This is a structure for the glucose, for a glucose molecule. I'm not sure, Monty, do you learn about chemistry?
Yeah.
Okay. In chemistry, you will learn about this. This is a chemical formula for the glucose. So the glucose, the structure is like this. It's a 6 carbon molecule. It's something like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is glucose. It's 6 carbon molecule. So what does this happen is, so glucose plus the oxygens, and then this organelle is known as we call as mitochondria.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a kind of very important organelle which is found in all cell. We have the mitochondria, and then it will release the carbon dioxide and the water. So what does this equation means? So you imagine that, Monty, do you have dinner just now?
No.
Oh, haven't. Okay, it's okay. Later you will have the dinner, right? Later. So the dinner, you eat what? You eat the rice, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the rice contain what? The rice contains starch, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So starch is a kind of complex form of carbohydrate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a complex carbohydrates. So after you eat the foods, you chew it, you chew the rice. So the rice will mix up with the saliva. So the saliva contain what? They contain the digestive enzyme, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means that the food molecule, they will break down by the digestive enzyme. I think you heard about it, right? The digestive enzyme include of the amylase, the pepsin, that kind of thing. Amylase is one of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So from the starch, they will undergo the digestion process by the enzyme. Okay. So
Yeah.
they will break down. Okay. Starch is a very large molecule, so they will break down, become very small molecule. So the small molecule is belong to glucose. Okay. Yeah, so you can imagine this starch is something like this. It's a very large and complex molecule. You will learn about in chapter 5, okay, in the biological molecule. So starch, you can imagine, is something like this, okay. It's like connecting together, right? I mean, it's like thousands of the units of the glucose, yeah, connected together. So after undergo digestions, you break down, become something like this, which is each of these unit is a glucose.
Okay.
Yeah, so this glucose is the simplest. It's a we call it as a simplest unit. Or sometimes they will call it as the monomer. Have you heard of it? Monomer.
No.
Monomer is we call it simplest form of unit. You just imagine that this is the simplest form of unit. You can imagine that this starch, okay, initially this starch, the structure of the starch is just like a very large complex building, right?
Yeah.
A big building, like this, okay, a very big building. So after you undergo digestions, which is by the enzyme, okay, which is by enzyme. So enzyme, they will break down this building, become each of the unit, which is the building block.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can imagine this way, building block, because you need to, you need a block to build a whole large building, right? This is a block. So glucose is just the simplest unit to build up the starch, which is a more complex structure. Okay, so after that, glucose, after they being produced, they will be released to blood. Glucose will release to blood. So where does glucose come from in this equation is the glucose is come from the food that we eat.
Okay.
Yes. So that's a reason that whenever after you having your meal, the blood glucose level will rise up, maybe after 1 hour.
Okay.
Yes. So maybe you can put out the blood glucose level will rise up after meal. This is a very normal process. And then what happened is glucose enter to your blood, and then you have your body cell, right? This is a body cell. The body cell contain what? They contain the nucleus, and also they contain the mitochondria, the organelles here.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the organelles. So once the glucose released to blood, so the glucose will be travel through the blood and enters into the target cell, enter into their target body cell. So this is their target body cell. So the glucose will get inside. Okay?
Okay.
So after that, once glucose uptake into the body cell, they will go to the mitochondria. So actually the glucose, they will enters into the mitochondria, which is found inside the cell.
Okay.
Yeah, so glucose will enters into the mitochondria of the cell. So the mitochondria, they will carry out this process, which is known as the aerobic respiration.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why they draw mitochondria at here, because mitochondria, they perform this process, aerobic respiration. So the glucose, they will enter into mitochondria, and then together with what? Together with the oxygens, together with the oxygen input to the body cell. Because where do the oxygen come from? The oxygen is come from the air that we inhale every second, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do the inhalation every second, so we must able to inhale the oxygens.
Okay.
So yeah, so this is how the glucose in the presence of oxygens together with the mitochondria, so the glucose will be break down. So this process, they will be break down the glucose breakdown. So after the glucose being break down, the glucose inside, they contain the energy. They contain energy. So the energy will be released out from the glucose.
Oh,
Energy.
okay.
Yeah. So this is the energy. Have you heard about the ATP energy before?
No.
Oh, okay. So okay, you just need to know here's energy. Energy is being released from this aerobic respiration process together with the carbon dioxide and the water as the byproduct.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can imagine that you can see me. I'm doing the aerobic respiration now. Why? Because I'm inhaling the air. Yeah, I'm inhaling the air. I'm inhaling the oxygen. And then just now I just have my dinner. Dinner, I got it right. So inside my body cell got the glucose. So the glucose will enter into my body cell. So my body cell contain the mitochondria, which able to perform the aerobic respiration. So once I exhale the air, exhale now, okay, I can feel that the carbon dioxide flowing out, and also the water. Okay, you can put your hands in front of your mouth. You can feel that there's a heat, right? There's heat, and also some water vapor being released out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is we know as the aerobic respiration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can feel right. There's a heat
Yeah.
and the water being released out when you try to exhale the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the exhaled air has the highest content of the water vapor compared to the inhaled air. Correct?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one. Exhaled air has a higher water content compared to the inhaled air. This you will learn in the respiration again.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, so you understand about the process. Now you look back at the statement. See, it's a chemical equation. Sorry, it's not chemical equation. Okay, it's a chemical reactions breakdown. Okay. Nutrient molecule, they are referred to the, for example, glucose. Glucose is a kind of the nutrient molecule. Because glucose inside the glucose, they contain what? They contain the chemical energy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because in our food also contain the chemical energy. So break down the nutrient molecule in the living cell, because the living cell contain what? Living cell contain the mitochondria, which is the organelles.
Okay.
Yeah, so by this process, they will release the energy for the metabolism. Release energy. So their purpose is actually they want to release the energy. This is their purpose. Why they are performing the aerobic respiration? Because they want to release, they want to produce energy. This is the energy, okay? They will produce this energy. Yeah. Oh, I think I type out better. Energy. And then by this process, they will also release away the carbon dioxide and also the water. Yeah, the water.
Okay.
Yeah. So Monty, why you need to? I mean, why your body cell need to perform the aerobic respirations to break down the glucose to release energy? Do you know why is the purpose?
To like
You want to have a guess?
let me guess.
Yeah. You guess first. Why we need energy?
To like have like movement and like
Yes.
continue to like respiration and like
Yes. Okay. I think you a bit understand. It's okay. But energy is produced is because that we need to supply our body cell with energy. That's the reason.
oh, okay.
we need to supply, okay, their purpose is they need to supply the body cell with the energy. So that's why they are doing this process, which is the aerobic respiration. How energy is important to the cell? Energy is required by cell. Energy is required by cell to do their cellular activity. So for example, take for example, muscle cell. Muscle cell, okay? Muscle cell, what's the functions? Muscle cell will perform the contraction and relaxation, right? Contraction and relaxation. Yeah, they contract, relax every day to produce a movement. Contract and relax. So they're able to produce a movement. Yeah, this is the muscle cell. So why muscle cell able to get, why muscle cell able to perform those activity, which is contraction and relaxation? It's because that the muscle cell, they get the energy. They need to get the energy first, so they only able to proceed to perform those activity, contraction and relaxations. Understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, nerve cell also, nerve cell. Our nerve cell also require a lot of energy because nerve cell, what are they doing? They will transmit the nerve impulse. Those also require energy. So that means that energy is used up by cell to do their activity. So Monty, why we need to eat every day? We cannot skip our meal. It's because that we need to eat every day. We need the foods. So the foods, they will be burned out. Okay, they will be burned out through the aerobic respiration. So to release the energy. So the energy will be supplied to our body cell to do those functions, to do their own cellular activity. Can you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the energy, you just imagine that energy is just like money. Monty, can we survive without money?
No.
No, right? Okay. So cell also unable to survive without energy.
Okay.
Yeah. So if the cell don't have energy, they will be dying, lethargy. They will be not doing their work. Don't have energy. Yeah. So Monty, that's why when you skip your meal, do you skip your meal before?
Yeah. And I feel really tired.
You feel really tired. Okay, you cannot think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because your cell didn't get energy. That's the reason. Okay, so yeah, so respiration, okay. So Monty, so the study biology is like this. You need to understand first, understand the process, then you imagine the process, and then you relate the process to yourself, and then you're able to memorize better. Okay. So what is meant by this metabolism? Metabolism is the chemical activity that occurs in the cell. For example, like the digestions or any kind of activity. So it's called as a metabolism. It's just like chemical reactions happen in the cell. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. Then so the respiration, just now we talk about the aerobic respiration, which is happen in the present oxygens, and also we have another respiration which is called as the anaerobic without the oxygens. So the anaerobic respiration is referred to this one. Yeah, this. Have you heard? Have you heard of the fermentation process?
Yeah.
Okay. Fermentation is being used to make the bread, right? Do you like to eat bread?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You can see that when you split the bread into two parts, you can have a look at the bread. Their surfaces, they have a lot of small hole, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Because that the bread is produced from the fermentations. So the fermentations is a kind of the anaerobic respiration. Remember this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that we talk about the bread making process, what they are doing is they will use the flour, okay? They will put the flour, right? The ingredient is they will put the flour and then together with the sugar. Sugar is a source of the glucose. They will use the white sugar together with the water. Yeah, and also they will put the living yeast.
Okay.
Yeah, so the yeast, what they are doing is they will use the sugars, which is the glucose, to do their fermentations. So even without the oxygens, so the yeast still able to use the sugar to do their own respiration. So the yeast able to multiply to produce more and more yeast. Okay, see, from 1 yeast, they become 10 or 20, 30 yeast, become more and more.
Okay.
Yeah, so the yeast able to reproduce to become, to increase in their number. So throughout this process, you'll be releasing the carbon dioxide, which is the which is a byproduct that are being released through these fermentations from this aerobic respiration. So the carbon dioxide is very useful for this bread making process. It's because that the carbon dioxide, what they're doing is they will help to raise the dough become higher level. So I think you observe about the bread making process. Like initially they will make a small dough. So after that, maybe after few hours, the dough will increase in level, become like this.
Yeah.
Correct. So why the dough will expand inside? It's because that carbon dioxide.
Okay.
Yeah, have you heard this before? It's carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide make the dough rise, increase in their level, increase in their size.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's why the bread will become very fluffy, soft. Wow, so nicely.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Not only bread, beer also.
Oh.
Okay. Beer. I think you never drink beer before, right? I think you never drink. I think you never drink before. It's okay. It's okay. But I drink before. Okay. When I'm drinking the beer, wow, I feel like I'm swallowing a large amount of gas inside my stomach. I feel very desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, I'm swallowing this carbon dioxide.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because beer is made out from the yeast fermentation too, just similar with the bread. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So fermentation is very useful in the food making process. And then now we talk about sensitivity. So what is meant by sensitivity? Sensitivity is a kind of ability to detect or sense stimuli. This stimuli is a kind of change that occurs in our environments. The change in our environments. For example, we have the internal environments and the external environments. The external environment change, it will be the temperature change. The weather is you feel so hot, right? Or you feel so cold from the weather.
Okay.
Or you feel very pain because someone knocked you off, you feel very pain. Those are kind of like change in the environments. And then the internal environment is referred to the body, your internal body environment. For example, internal environment is referred to your body. Okay, for example, the blood glucose level.
Okay.
And also the blood pH. I'm not sure you heard about this before. Your blood pH is being maintained in a very normal range. Cannot be too low or too high. Your blood pH means that they cannot be too acidic or alkaline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And your blood pH, for information, is slightly alkaline. It's about pH 7.2 to 7.35. Okay, this is your blood pH.
Oh, okay.
It cannot be dropped below that, or it cannot be higher than that.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is called as the internal environments. So stimuli is usually like stimuli is something that will stimulate you. Okay, so you're able to make a response towards the stimuli. For example, suddenly your hands getting touched with the hot kettles. So the hot kettle is a stimuli. So you'll be respond to withdraw your hand away because you feel very pain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is sensitivity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sensitivity is talking about the nervous response. Okay, you learn about this later. It's something like this. I just tell you, stimuli, and then you will be detected by the required receptor. You heard about this before? Receptor?
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard about this before, right? Your hands, your skin have lots of receptor, pain receptor, thermoreceptor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then go to your neuron. You heard about neuron?
Yeah. Is it in the brain?
Neuron not in the brain. Neuron is in your hand, in your face, not in your brain. Your brain is called a brain.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Your brain. Okay. We can say in this way. Neuron is found in the brain also, but the brain in the neuron will be another term. Okay. So when we talk about the neuron, for this one, sensory neuron actually is referred to the neuron which is from our hand. Okay, see our hand got a lot of neuron.
Yeah.
Or our leg.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is called as neuron. So neuron, they must be connected to the receptor. This one.
Okay.
Receptor. Okay, receptor is found from our skin. Usually it's found from our skin. So sensory neuron, and then to where? Now reach your brain.
Oh.
Or spinal cord. Okay, spinal cord.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then go back to your motor neuron. You heard about this before? Motor neuron?
No.
It's okay. You will learn this is new term for you. Okay, in biology you learn a lot of new term.
Okay.
Motor neuron is connected to the effector. This one, effector. Effector is the organs that will produce a response. For example, muscle or
Okay.
the gland. Muscle or the gland. Okay, which they will produce a response.
Okay.
Yeah. So imagine that your hand touch a hot kettle. Stimuli is a hot kettle, right? So in your hand got a lot of pain receptor. So you'll be they will be stimulated. So they will send back the stimuli to the sensory neuron. Sensory neuron is your hand, okay? It's your hand. And then go to your brain or spinal cord, and then go back to your muscle, your hand muscle. So you will withdraw your hand away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Very great. Then I will talk about the growth. Growth. What does it mean by growth? Growth is the permanent increase in the size and dry mass. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I moved upwards better. Oh.
It's okay.
Okay. Growth is the permanent increase in size and dry mass by increasing in cell number and cell size for both. Okay. You highlight this word first. Increasing in cell number and cell size. So Monty, you are a boy, right?
Yeah.
You'll be growing taller day by day, right? Not growing shorter day by day, right?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Why you can go taller?
Because I do I do the aerobic respiration, and I can have more energy to grow.
Yes, definitely. Okay. Your cell get the energy, so they're able to grow, right?
Yeah.
And another thing is you are getting taller, right? So your bone length also increase in length, right? Your bone length. Bone.
Yeah.
Increase in the bone length. So when we talk about bone length, we should talk about our bone cell. You first time heard this, right? Bone cell, okay? So this is for your information. Your bone cell actually able to increase in their length. So maybe when you are baby, your bone cell is something like this size. Like this side, for example, initially it's something like this, right? When you are baby.
Yeah.
And then when going teenager, become teenager. How old are you, Monty?
14.
14. Okay, 14. Yeah. You'll be reaching adolescent soon. Adolescent, which is about 70s, 18. So your bone cell will be increased, become like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what does this mean? Increase in the cell size, the size of a cell. From smaller size become larger size. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Secondly, your cell also able to increase in their number. You're getting more cell and more cell.
Okay.
Maybe from about 100 cell, and now it become 1,000 cell, 2,000 cell. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Yes. So this increase in cell number and increase in cell size will cause increase in size in your body size. The size refer to your whole body size, and increase your dry mass. The dry mass is referred to your weight.
How does the cell number increase in the bones?
You mean how cell number increase?
Yeah, like multiply in the bones.
Very good question. You'll be talking about next topic, which is reproduction. This one. So
Oh,
yeah. So okay, how cell able to increase in their size? I mean, in their number is by reproductions.
oh, okay.
What's meant by reproduction is a process that making more of same kind of organism. So it's basically like when your cell is doing the reproduction. So from one Monti, you produce 2 Monti, 4 Monti, 8 Monti.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So reproductions, you can have a look on this picture. Come. This is a picture about the reproductions. So reproduction is being classified into 2 types of reproductions, sexual and asexual. So Monty, we are produced from what kind of reproductions?
Sexual reproduction.
Yes, sexual reproduction because we need to have a sperm. This is sperm cell. This picture shows you a sperm cell, okay?
Yeah.
Sperm cell, and you have the ovum, okay? Ovum, which is from the female. So the sperm and ovum, they will be fused together. So this process is known as a fertilization. This one, sperm and fused with the ovum together, and then they will fertilize, okay? They will undergo these fertilizations. Monty, can you listen to Mandarin?
A little bit.
A little bit, okay, sure. Sperm fused with ovum, this process is known as a fertilization, and then they will produce a zygote. You heard about this before? Zygote.
Yeah.
Yeah, zygote is a ball or cell. It's a ball or cell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's something like this. A lot of cell. So, Monty, just back to your question. How cell able to increase in size or increase in length? I mean, increase in their number. Sorry, how cell able to increase in number is because that they did this binary fission.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, binary fission is belong to the asexual reproductions. It's the most common form of the asexual reproductions.
Okay.
So you can imagine that actually your cell did this every second. So Monty, you're able to survive is because that your cell able to produce new cell every day, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So binary fission is about this is a cell. Okay, initially this is a cell. Okay, for example, this is your born cell. Your born cell. In your born. So what we do is they will do cell divisions continuously. So how they able to produce another 2 cell from initially 1 cell is first divide their divide their nucleus first. This one. They will undergo the nuclear divisions. So it means that 1 nucleus they will divide become 2. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
like,
Yes.
is it like from like the nuclear division? Does it turn into like 2 ovums?
Sorry, your
Like,
sound is a bit not very
oh,
clear.
does it turn into like 2 ovum? Like it's split into half, and then like, but like it's still the same DNA, and then it just split into
Yes,
2
it's still
cells.
the same DNA. Definitely, it's still the same DNA. Okay, what they're doing is, Monty, do you still remember that inside your nucleus you contain what kind of structure? What kind of structure are found in the nucleus?
Um,
This is the nucleus, right? You think what kind of structure are found in the nucleus?
DNA.
Great. DNA. Do you know why your nucleus able to divide become 2 nucleus? It's because that DNA undergo replications. This one, the cell replicate is DNA. What is meant by DNA replication? You know about this term. DNA replication. Replication is meant by photostat. You are photostat another copy.
Oh, okay.
Replication is means of the photostat. Photostat. Like from 1 copy, you make it become 2 copy. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So now you have 2 copy of DNA. So that's the reason that your nucleus able to, from 1 nucleus able to divide become 2 nucleus.
Okay.
Yeah. So now they have 2 nucleus. 2 nucleus. See?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. After they do the DNA replications.
Okay.
So secondly, they will divide the cytoplasm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they divide the cytoplasm and then they will form a cross wall because they need to separate it. So at the end, you form a two daughter cell.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the story about binary fissions. Means that from one single parent cell, first they will do the DNA replication. They will photostat another copy of DNA. One parent cell, so they will divide, and then they will produce two daughter cells.
So like in the two daughter cells, is there like still the same number of chromosomes?
Yes, definitely. Each of the daughter cell also have only one copy of the DNA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this two daughter cell is totally same with the parent cell, just that the increase in the increase in their number only.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is we call as a binary fictions. Yeah, this is called a binary fiction. So the this is example of the asexual production. So you can see that they didn't involve in the fusion of the female or male gametes, right? They also able to produce another two copy. Correct?
Okay.
Yeah. So in the asexual productions is by the binary fissions, okay? Binary fission is they will produce the, we call it as the genetically identical cell to the parent cell. Means the daughter cell is genetically identical to the parent cell. Means it's totally the same thing. So just imagine that Monty, you are yourself, right? After you undergo binary fissions, you become two Monty.
Oh, okay.
From one Monty, you become two Monty.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So another Monty will be totally same. I mean, same physical appearance with you, even same thinking with you, same brain with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is we call as the asexual productions. From the asexual productions, you produce the daughter cell, which is totally same from the parent cell. So how about the sexual productions? So in the sexual productions, do you think that the progeny they will produce from the sexual production is same with their parent cell or not? The progeny they will produce from the sexual production is same with is same to their parent cell?
No.
Yes, no. So because Monty, you yourself, you are the product of the sexual production, right?
Yeah.
You are totally same with your parents.
Yeah.
You're
Um,
not. Okay, you're
not
not.
really.
You're not totally same with your parents. You see, your thinking process also different from your parents. Okay, your personality, behavior also different from your parent, right?
Yeah.
Yes, because you are the sexual productions, which is later you will learn this before. You know about meiosis and mitosis.
A little bit. Like I just learned a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, you just remember that mitosis is the process of the asexual productions.
Oh, okay.
Because mitosis is about cell divisions. So this
Okay.
one will answer to your question just now. How our cell able to produce more and more cell? They will do this mitosis, cell division, which is the binary fission. This one,
Okay.
yeah. And then you learn about the meiosis. So meiosis is about the we call as the produce gametes. It's a process to produce the gametes. The gamete is referred to the sperm and the ovum.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all. That's all about the reproductions. And then now we know. Now we talk about the excretions. Okay, the excretions. What is meant by excretion? Excretion is a process which involves in the removal of the waste products. For example, the waste product it includes in the urines. You heard about the urea in the urine before?
Yeah.
Carbon dioxide. Do you know that carbon dioxide is also kind of waste product? Carbon dioxide.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also the ammonia.
Yeah.
And also the feces. Yeah, feces. Those are the
Oh,
waste product. which cannot be stored in the body, need to be excreted out.
Oh, so like, is it like in a aerobic respiration, they also like excrete carbon dioxide? Like,
Definitely, sure. Yes,
yeah,
so in the aerobic respiration, you are excreting the carbon dioxide, right? So that's why you need to do exhalations to exhale the carbon dioxide away.
yeah.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, you need to exhale away the carbon dioxide through the exhalation. Yeah, so that's why you need to do we we call it as a gas exchange. Gas exchange.
Oh,
You
okay.
inhale the oxygen, release the carbon dioxide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because our body would not our body would not require the carbon dioxide. Our body only require oxygen only. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, see, the waste product of metabolism, which is the, for example, chemical reactions in the cell, like respirations, they will excrete out the carbon dioxide. So they need to be removed away from the body. Do you know that? Monty, this is for extra information. You can imagine that if your body unable to excrete the excess carbon dioxide in your body, do you know what will happen?
You like store the toxic waste and then you die because of like,
Okay, okay. You're some part correct, some part not correct. Okay, okay.
oh,
Yeah, definitely. What you say is correct. Part is you will be accumulating the toxic waste in your body, and this is not good for yourself.
okay.
Yeah. So, what happened is if your body unable to excrete excess carbon dioxide from your body, so the carbon dioxide will be accumulated in the blood.
Oh, okay.
So, Monty, tell me, carbon dioxide is an acidic gas or neutral gas or alkaline gas? Have a guess.
It's um,
Acidic gas.
is it not neutral?
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't think.
neutral. It's not neutral.
Yeah. I think it's acidic.
Yes, yes, yes. It's acidic. Correct. Acidic. Yeah. Carbon dioxide is an acidic gas. So
Okay.
you know some people, the people which cannot be undergo, they cannot exchange their air voluntarily. Something like patients or the people which very, very sick.
Oh,
They will
oh,
be, yeah, yeah, they will have this kind of issue. The carbon dioxide they will be accumulate in their blood.
oh, oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So what will happen is your blood pH will be reduced, right?
Yeah.
Because the carbon dioxide gas is an acidic gas. So when it accumulates within your blood, so it will be causing your blood pH to reduce. Reduce means become more acidic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's why you need to excrete. You need to excrete. Yeah. You will learn more in the respiration. Okay, very good questions that you asked. That means you got thing. Okay, you got thing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. And then now we talk about the nutritions. What is mean by nutritions? Nutrition is the taking in of the material for energy, growth, and development. So, in the nutrition, we're talking about plants and the human, which is the animals. Okay. So, how plants do their nutrition is they will use the light, carbon dioxide, water. They will do what? They will do what to get their food?
Um, the respiration, the
Okay.
respiration.
Plant is different from animals.
Oh, they'll do like photosynthesis.
Very good. They will do the photosynthesis. Yeah, correct, correct. Okay, you can have a look on this table. So what does this
Okay.
table show? Plants able to do the photosynthesis, right? So photosynthesis is a kind of process which is used by the plant to make their own food. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, make their own food. The so plant are known as producer
Oh,
because
okay.
they produce their own food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you know why plant able to produce their own food? Because they contain what?
They contain
They contain the organelle only found in plant cell.
oh,
Chloroplast.
oh, okay.
They contain this chloroplast. Okay, chloroplast is a organelle which only found in the plant cell only. Animal cell don't have. So Monty, we don't have chloroplast. So sad we don't have chloroplast. So we need to buy food every day.
Yeah.
Okay, so chloroplast in the plant cell able to carry out the photosynthesis. So that's why plant able to produce their own food without depend on the external food source. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So not only plants contain chloroplast, you know that some other organisms they do contain chloroplast. For example, the bacteria.
Okay.
You know some bacteria they also contain the chloroplast, even though the bacteria is not plant, but the bacteria contain the chloroplast. So that means that the bacteria able to produce their own food.
Okay.
Okay, so this is we call as the autotrophic nutrition. This one autotroph.
Okay.
Autotroph means that they produce their own food. Then now we talk about the heterotroph. Heterotroph they talk about the consumer. So it's a kind of organisms they does not make its own food. So Monty, we are under this. We are the consumer because we are
Yeah.
only. I mean, we are always depend on the external food source, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We are animals and also fungi. Fungi also need to depend on the external food source. So you can see that the mushroom they grow on the rotten bark or rotten wood, right? The mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the mushroom, for example, the mushroom they are doing this saprophytic nutrition. You heard about this before? Saprophytic.
No.
Yeah. Saprophytic means that they are feeding on the decaying material. This one.
Okay.
Yeah. So means that you can see that the mushroom they grow on the wood, right? So that means that the mushroom they able to secrete out some enzyme, so they're able to break down the wood, become the organic material, so they can be used by the mushroom to become their own nutrients.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then protozoa. Protozoa, you heard about this before, right? Amoeba and paramecium.
A little bit.
Yeah. It's okay. Later you will learn more about this. Okay, so we are under heterotroph.
Okay.
And then for the nutritions, okay, then let me have a look on this statement again, so you can understand this statement. And then plant need the light, carbon dioxide, water, and ions. So the animal need the organic compound, and then yeah, that's all. So and then for the plant nutritions, you need to know how to write the equations. Equation for the photosynthesis. What is the equation for the photosynthesis? It's just similar to your aerobic respiration. Okay, for this one, Monty, I asked you to remember about the chemical equation for the aerobic respiration is because that when the IGCSE exam, they ask you to write down this, state the balance equations for the aerobic respiration is this one, aerobic respiration. See, when the question they ask you this kind of questions, this one, state the balance equation for the aerobic respiration. So this is the answer that you need to write. C6H12O6 plus O2, then arrow, carbon dioxide, and the water. And please remember to add on the number 6.
But like, can I just write like carbon dioxide plus I mean like glucose plus oxygen and then arrow and then
You mean
carbon dioxide.
you mean you want to write in the words form, right? Words.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Cannot.
Oh, okay.
Because this is an equation. This is because it's chemical equation.
Oh, okay.
So you must write in this format.
Okay.
Yeah, and then remember to balance the equation, this one. Because usually they give you 2 marks. This one, 6.
Oh, okay.
Remember to balance it. If you did not balance it, you will lose 1 mark.
Okay.
And then for this one, for your understanding, you know that this aerobic respiration is the C6H12O6, the glucose, plus the O2, release the CO2 and H2O. And then you no need to write the energy also can. Because energy is for understanding.
Okay.
You get what I mean? So means that if the question asks you this kind of question, you just need to write this. That's all.
Okay.
Without energy, without energy.
Okay.
Then question they also ask you to write about photosynthesis equation. So let me show you how we able to write the photosynthesis equation is just in this way. Which is the photosynthesis. They require what? They require, imagine, Monty, you are a plant. One day you become a plant.
Yeah.
What will you do?
I can make my own food used by
Okay.
my producer.
What is the ingredient you use to make your own food? What is the ingredient?
The sunlight, water, and like
Great,
glucose.
great. And yeah, you mentioned water, you mentioned sunlight. It's very good. You still need one important ingredient, which is the carbon dioxide, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I need to draw. Okay, I will draw to show you. Oh, okay. Okay, so you follow me? Photosynthesis, carbon dioxide. You need this together with the water. And you will be producing the glucose. See, you produce it, this one, glucose. C6H12O6.
Okay.
And then you release the oxygen. This is what the plants will do. Plants, they will get in the carbon dioxide together with the water. So, Monty, you need to water your plant every day.
Yeah.
So the plant actually what they do is, and then please remember to write about the light. Okay?
Yeah. Can I write heat? Because it also helps in this.
Sorry, you mean can you write what kind of word?
Heat instead of light.
Cannot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it means you want to write heat.
Yeah, heat instead of light.
This one heat.
Yeah.
Cannot. You must write the light.
Okay.
Because heat is what kind of energy? Light also will be another form of energy, right? So only the light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why if the plants put in the place without the light, what will happen? The plant will die.
Yeah.
Okay, so light is very important to plants. Even though you supply the plant with the heat, also the plant will still die.
Oh, okay.
Because they will still need the light.
Yeah.
Below it, you should write what? Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, not chloroplast. Okay, this one, chlorophyll.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So this equation, and then also balance it. How you balance? Put 6.
So there should be a 6 in front of CO2.
Yes, correct. And then
And then a 6 in front of H2O.
yes, correct. Great.
Yeah.
And then
And then O, there should be a 2 also.
yes. Okay, finish. You get 2 marks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is the equation. You can, and then you can realize that you can feel very similar, right? This equation compared to aerobic respiration, just now we write.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just now aerobic respiration is about this one, the C6H12O6, right? Plus the O2, this one. And then they will just come outside in the water. They just opposite way only.
Yeah, okay.
So this means what? This means that our fate of life is related, is connected with the plants.
Okay.
Yeah, because that when we are doing the aerobic respirations, what we need is we need the oxygen input. Where oxygen come from? The oxygen come from the plant.
Okay.
Yeah, plants, they release the oxygen to us. We use the oxygen together with the food that we eat. We perform the aerobic respiration, and then we will exhale the carbon dioxide. we don't want to use it, right? So the carbon dioxide, where they go, they will be absorbed by plant.
Oh, okay.
So carbon dioxide, they will be absorbed by plant. Yeah, absorbed by plant. Then together with the water, so they will be producing the glucose CCHRO6. This one glucose. Oh, glucose. And then they will releasing the oxygens. So Monty, from this lesson today, you already know that wow, our plant actually can produce glucose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know that where the white sugar come from? I mean the white table sugar they sell in the supermarket. This one. Maybe I share you the screen. Because biology is very fun. You should you should always relate the knowledge that you learn with your life. This one, table sugar. Do you know where they come from?
Yeah. It comes from. Wait, I actually don't know.
They come from sugar. This one, sugar cane.
Oh, okay, I know.
Yes, okay. So sugar cane is a producer, right? So they're able to do the photosynthesis. So from the carbon dioxide, they're able to produce the sugars. So the sugar they will be extracted out by the human to make it become the table sugar.
Okay.
Interesting, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, I think we can try to do some question. I think you understand the concept very well. So but yeah, study is like this. Okay. So because this they like to come out in the we call as the paper 2, which is the multiple choice questions. So we can do some example questions. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we try this. Monty, we try this. Some yeast, sugar, and water are mixed in the test tube. The diagram show the test tube in the start and after 1 hour. See, they add the yeast, sugar, and water at starting point and after 1 hour. So what will happen?
After 1 hour, like the yeast already produce
Increasing in number. 对 increasing in number. Yes.
increasing and there's a lot of energy, so there's a lot of bubbles because they are excreting the carbon dioxide,
Yes.
which
So
makes
yes. So what is the process related to?
respiration.
Great. Yes, the answer is C. Congratulations. You get the correct answer. Okay. That means you know the knowledge. Yeah.
Okay.
Then we try one more. We try one more. Let me try. I cannot choose other question because you haven't learned yet. We try this 13, number 13. Which characteristic of the living organism is responsible for production of oxygen in the leaf of a plant exposed to sunlight? See, the plant produce oxygen.
Respiration also. D.
The answer is C, nutrition. Why? Because that, see, just now we learned about nutrition, right? This one, nutrition. Oh, this one, nutrition, which is, we learned about the photosynthesis, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this, so the answer is nutrition, because that nutrition is a type of the, it's included in the photosynthesis, because photosynthesis, they produce their own food.
Okay.
Yeah. Monty, plant can do respiration too, but most of the time, plant will prefer to do the photosynthesis, which is classified under nutrition.
Yeah.
You know what time the plant able to do the respirations?
Is it when there's like sunlight because they need light to do the respiration?
You means in the presence of the sunlight, they need light to do respiration?
Yeah.
The answer is actually they require the sunlight to do the photosynthesis. Okay, plant require light to do photosynthesis. Because when we talk about respiration, okay, like us, Monty, we are doing respiration, right? Which is we do the glucose together with the oxygens, okay, together with oxygens, and then we'll release the carbon dioxide, and then our water, and then energy. This process is respiration, correct?
Yeah.
So Monty, we are doing respiration. Do we require light to do respiration?
No.
No, yeah. So plant, if they want to do respiration, it's just similar like humans. They don't require light to do respiration, but they require light to do photosynthesis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. And Monty,
Yeah.
please remember that photosynthesis is a process which they will convert the carbon dioxide, become the organic compound, which is the glucose. This is the story of photosynthesis. Means is they use the carbon dioxide together with water as the ingredients, just like you are making a cake. You use a flour. You use a flour to make the cake, right?
Yeah.
The flour is the carbon dioxide. At the end, the cake is the organic compound, which is the glucose.
Okay.
Yeah. So photosynthesis, the photosynthesis requires the light, but respiration does not require light.
Okay.
They only require the oxygen only.
Okay.
And the glucose, yes. This one. Breathing out combines which two characteristics of living organism? You want to have a guess? Breathing out. I think 1 hour already.
I think
Yes, please.
is it actually I'm not really sure, like respiration and excretion.
Good. Yes, the answer is B. Excretion and respiration. Why? Because that excretion release carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah.
Respiration is one of the so when we're doing the inhalations and exhalation, so this is the way you answer. Okay, for your information, paper 2 is not easy. It's not really difficult to score, but most students, they will feel that difficult to answer about the paper 4. Okay, maybe I can show example of questions. Paper 4 is something like this. So for my lessons, every topic I will give you lecture notes, okay, together with the practice. I will give you practice for the paper 2 and also the paper 4. Paper 2 is the multiple choice question that you attempt just now, okay?
Okay.
Paper 4 is something like, maybe I can show you. It's something like this kind of question. They will ask you like state 2 common feature of arthropod, and then you need to write your answer.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will give you this kind of like summary of each chapter, what kind of the question they like to be come out in exam. So I'll give you summary in this document, which is we call as a chapter 1 important point.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is for you easier to do revision later, because I know biology is a lot of thing to learn, right? And then maybe you will forget it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe you'll forget it. Okay, so yeah, this is my way of helping student to learn. See, and then I'll give you this one. This one. Yeah, so this one. This is very convenient for you to study. See, when you want to do revisions, you can try this method. It's like question and answer, right? After you read, you hide the answer away, and then you recall back.
Yeah.
Yeah, see.
Oh.
Yeah, this is very convenient for you to study. Yeah, so every topic I'll give you this kind of like quiz card. Then you can test yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, so for your information, that biology is not hard to score once you understand it. Understand is the most important parts.
Okay.
Okay, so I think that's class for today. So do you have any question to ask me, Monty?
For like paper 2 and paper 4, can you like do we learn it in class or like I have to do it by myself?
Oh, you mean you need to have extra class for the paper 2 and paper 4?
No, like will we learn it in like these classes or like do I have to do it by myself?
Oh, sure, sure. I'll give you some question, then you can attempt it by yourself.
Oh, okay.
You means that you need I mean you need some practice, right, for the paper 2 and paper 4?
So like will you send it to me and then I'll do it by myself or like will you do it with me?
Oh, sure, sure, sure. I'll give you some homework for the paper 2 and paper 4. So
Oh,
every
okay.
time when we end the lessons, I'll give you the homework related to that topic that we learned, paper 2 and paper 4. So you do it, I mean you will attempt by yourself and then you capture in the photo, send back your answer to me. Then I will mark it.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, definitely. Because yeah, you need to do yourself also. I mean you something like
Okay.
this. Maybe I can show example of I'm marking my student. Yeah, like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is another topic. Oh, my video shut up already. Yeah. I'll give you the questions and then you can try to write your answer by yourself and then I will mark it. And then in the next
Okay.
class, we will discuss again.
Okay.
Yeah, because biology is very important that you should write the correct keywords. You should write the correct keyword to get the mark. Because most of the student problem is they understand the topic, but they are unable to write the correct keywords.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why I give you the we call as the chapter 1 important point, the important notes, is because that it will help you to memorize the keyword better. For example, like this way, I can show you other topic. Maybe I show you chapter 3. Chapter 3, some of the important notes. This one. Yeah. This is the quiz card, and also this is the example of the common questions for the paper 4 in this topic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So every time I finish a chapter, I'll give you this notes, and then I'll give you the exercise also. So when you do the exercise, you can refer to this. You can refer to this handout, and then you check for what kind of keywords you should write in the answer.
Okay.
Yeah. So from that, you're going to practice more.
Okay.
Okay. So I hope you enjoy the lessons.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, Monty. So
Thank you.
if you want to continue class, you can let your parent know, and then I can send you some homeworks. Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.